Good morning, Heather here with Raven Hayes Healing and Divination. Today let's talk about using Reiki to heal our ancestors. And the question really has to be asked, why would we even want to do that and why do we care? So let me ask you, do you feel like we can be or may be affected by our ancestors in our DNA? And before you answer that, let's talk about, so when somebody is pregnant and they are pregnant with a child and then they undergo an awful lot of stress during that pregnancy, science has shown that when that child is born and grows up, they oftentimes will suffer with a lot of anxiety, maybe some depression, and a multitude of other different issues, right? So in that case, we can see that the DNA component of things and what we take on in on the cellular level can have an effect on us in the future. So then we have to ask, do we hold genetic code from our ancestors that will affect our own cellular memory? And I present this. What about somebody who maybe went through the Depression era in the 1930s, where the primary thought there was you must work very hard in order to live, in order to maintain, in order to even remotely be successful? How many of us actually hold that belief somehow in our being? And does that come from our ancestors who struggled during those times? So with that being said, using Reiki, there is a process similar to something else I discussed in another video, where you can begin this healing process, sending healing to your ancestors, known or unknown. So even if you didn't know them, you can certainly still send them healing. And what you would want to do is go ahead and set your intention, as you normally do, to begin a Reiki treatment. You'll want to send out the distant healing symbol and the emotional healing symbol, Seiheki. And you want to kind of visualize, as you're sitting in meditation, visualize that you're sending this through to a bridge of light that goes down through your ancestral generations, all the generations, okay? While you're doing that, you may want to add the master symbol or any other symbol from any other form of Reiki that you are familiar with. Send those symbols down this bridge of light that goes through the generations, right? You're going to meditate on that as you're doing it. You're going to channel that energy and send that healing down. And what's going to happen is, while you're doing that, you want to be aware of any visual images that come to your mind, any words that may come to your mind, any feelings you may experience, because that would be messages that you are receiving from that ancestral line. And those messages may help you to have better understanding of certain things that you may be going through. And really what that is you are using your clair abilities. You're using your clairaudience, your clairvoyance, your clairsentience in gathering and accepting and receiving these messages, okay? Now you may not receive any messages or get anything at all, and that's perfectly fine, because the objective here is that we are sending this healing. We're not looking necessarily to get something back from it. We're just sending the healing, okay? And whatever we do get back from it is a bonus, all right? After you've done that and sat in meditation for a while, then you want to give thanks and close out your session as you normally would. It's recommended that you do that on a daily basis during your meditation, and ideally for a period of 21 days, or until you notice a shift in your thoughts and in your circumstances, which undoubtedly you will, okay? So that is my Reiki tip for the day. I do hope that you use that method to heal some of the ancestral lineage that you've got. And if you do, share your experiences in the comments below, okay? Be sure to look for me on Facebook or on Instagram, and click like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.